Ethereum. Is it good? Is it bad? Where is it going? What's the plan here? Well, Ethereum right now is currently in a bit of trouble. And I say a bit of trouble because it's just broken this beautiful channel structure, right? Rising channel, ascending channel, whatever you want to call it. It is actually broken that right now. And the measure move, which the way you get the measure move is on the most recent wave here. So it'd be something like this. Measure move is actually down to roughly, if we look at this retest first and go from the wave, yeah, we're looking at around 3.2K all the way from where we are right now. So we want to keep an eye on that for sure. In the shorter term, I mean, it can recover. It can recover, but this is the most likely price prediction from me is 3.3K. If we get down there, that's cool. Okay, but besides that, what I'm looking at is all of this stuff, right? So we've talked about the bearish scenario. Bearish scenario is down to 3.2K. The bullish scenario, if we want to head up from this point, we have actually already broken over some resistance here, downwards diagonal resistance. So we should be expecting potentially a retest of around 4,300 on the bullish side. Would I trade this? Probably not. I mean, this could easily be a dead cat, so I'm chilling here. I'm not touching it. And besides that, yeah, what we're looking at is a broader pattern. So this broader pattern over the years has been forming. And the other thing I want to talk about with you guys is the death cross scenario, because there is a death cross looming. Okay, so that is this green line, this red line. The green line is the 55 EMA. The red line is the 200 EMA. And basically, when these cross towards the upside, it's a golden cross. Towards the downside, it is a death cross. And great examples of that are here. So we have the death cross right there, and we have the golden cross right here. You can see price action generally does follow it. Now, these are two very good examples. It's not going to be this clean cut, okay? But the recent data is usually quite good anyway. But typically, you can see here, yeah, golden cross didn't pan out amazingly. Obviously, you have to take into account other factors, all-time highs, this kind of stuff. And typically with a golden cross as well, guys, you will be layering in orders from that golden cross point, and then you will have like an average entry, and then you would basically make criteria around that average entry. So for example, in this case, you would basically look at this trend line and say, hey, if we break this trend line towards the downside, we're getting out at a small loss. It's fine. But overall, yeah, golden crosses, death crosses, they do play out very nicely. This death cross here, okay, and a nice little pullback, boom, very nice towards the downside. Golden cross here, bang, okay, death cross here, kind of mid. But yeah, crypto typically goes up. It's an upward trending macro thing. So golden crosses are definitely going to be worth more than death crosses if you're following them. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, besides that, I guess the summary, the conclusion of what I'm talking about here is if we get a death cross like we did here, then it stands to reason that we do come down and test this trend line about 1,500, just like we did last time. Okay, it did recover pretty swiftly after that. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that because that could be something that's looming. We do have nice supports around this zone as well. So it does align pretty nicely to basically get a death cross in the coming months and maybe tap on like a 1,500 to 1,800, that kind of area before recovering ideally. If it doesn't recover, very bad. And yeah, I mean, very, very bad. If it doesn't recover from there, this should be the absolute bottom, right? So keep an eye out for that. Again, towards the upside, guys, we do have the same pattern. We are in a golden cross right now. And yeah, I mean, the wave has played out, I would say. But we have had other golden crosses that have played out ridiculously, like this one here, right? So we should keep an eye on that, but don't just take this and go, hey, I'm longing Ethereum, because this is when Ethereum was $200, right? And it ran to 4K. Right now, it's at 4K. That doesn't mean it's going to run to 16K, which is this measure move, in fact, but it doesn't mean it's going to bang it that much, okay? Right now, we have a lot of Wall Street with ETFs. We have traditional finance actually stepping into crypto and taking over it. That's the blunt truth of it. And with assets like Ethereum, looking at it and saying, okay, I can get a 10x here, I can get a 100x here, it's just not feasible on an asset that's basically being sold to the pension funds, being sold to the hedge funds, this kind of stuff, right? Because these guys have to sell it to clients. And if it's super volatile or it's going crazy with big 50% moves, then yeah, it's not going to be something people want to buy, and it's not going to be something that will be sold to those entities. So yeah, as of right now, in the past 2 years, with these entities coming in and saying, okay, we're going to treat this like a stock, we're going to treat this like this, and we're going to sell it to our clients, they have to actually absorb a lot of the market to do that. And that's why the ETFs have got so much, right? That's why there's millions going in there every single day, because they need that control over the liquidity to keep the price stable so we don't get a massive 50% drop and all their clients hate them, right? So what I'm saying is, I think it's more likely to be stable over time rather than super volatile. So looking at this, yes, it could get to 14, 16K, okay? But now we should be looking at measure moves in a little bit longer time periods. Instead of looking at 2 month, 3 month, maybe look at 1 year, 2 year, something like this, right? That's probably the better, smarter way to adjust to how this market's evolving. But rambling now, the predictions summary is, as of right now, I'm expecting about 3,300. Okay, that's my main prediction. If we can recover, we can break the all-time high, about 5.5. If we can break that, I am expecting a nice run, probably up to 8K. Now, towards the downside, over the long term, I'm expecting around, I would say, yeah, about 1,700, 1,500 if it does want to dip low. But overall, yeah, I mean, that's the prediction. So have a fantastic day, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.